Welcome in, you fellow troglodytes. Today's video is somewhat different to my other videos. I'll be talking over the patch notes, which I normally don't, but since they're butchering our boy Billy, I do want to talk about it. Enjoy the video. Basically, all the big changes that are going to happen are pretty insane. We've got meta perk overhauls, we've got map reworks, such as RPD, finally. We've got the prestige system rework, which basically will not reset any of your characters anymore. If you now prestige, you will keep your items, add-ons, all those kind of things, which is insane. It is a change that is definitely needed, because right now I have certain killers and survivors not prestiged, because I have some special items on them. So that kind of rework is going to be insane. Also, there's not going to be a cap anymore to prestiging them to level 3. You're going to be able to prestige them up to, I don't know how many levels, but basically above 3 levels, which they had before. I will also be going over the mori rework they're doing. You'll see later in the video that the mori rework is actually a pretty insane rework. It's gonna add a complete new kind of feeling to ending the game. So we'll go over that later on in the video. There's gonna be bots and custom matches available, which is pretty insane. This is gonna help out quite a lot with practicing certain things, especially for newer players. There are gonna be rifts where you can preview the outfits, which is cool. It's a small thing, but still it's cool. If I'm not mistaken, they talked for a short moment about loadout presets, which is going to be really good so you don't constantly have to search for all the items. They basically want to do easier navigation, so they have reworked the intro, for example, like the starting screen, completely reworked it in a vertical way. There's going to be a streamer mode available, which now was semi. Wiggle skill checks is going to be permanent. Not a fan of that personally, but doesn't matter. And the dating simulator is going to come out as well. Now, before we start off with all of those things, I do want to talk about a really shitty change they have made. As you can see here, we have the patch notes 6.0.0. This time I'm not editing them. It is not an F12 edit like I did last time for memes. As you can tell, nothing changed. I don't even know if you can see something there. But if you read into the bug fixes, you will see that this is stated. Fixed an issue that caused the Hillbilly to be able to use his momentum to reach inaccessible areas. Now, for the people that are a little bit or somewhat acquaintances with Skybilly and or Spacebilly, then you will know that this is basically the end of Sky and Spacebilly. We've been having fun with Spacebilly lately, whilst Skybilly was a good thing to fill the void when Spacebilly got patched in 3.7.0, if I'm not mistaken. But fixing this issue is basically taking away your speed in mid-air. So Skybilly is not going to be possible anymore because you cannot parkour, because you will lose speed in the air. And on top of that, basically, if you would be able to do Spacebilly, which is the higher jumps, as you can see in my latest montage, then you will not be able to move mid-air. So this allows you to jump up and fall down in the same spot. So basically with this bug fix, they are going to completely make Spacebilly and Skybilly inaccessible. It's going to be done with those kind of Billy plays. So personally for me, I think this is a ginormous, if not the reason for most people to stop playing Billy again. I personally will still keep on playing Billy because, of course, we still have Flick Billy, and Spacebilly and Skybilly is really nice to have, but we cannot say that it is a per se needed mechanic in the game. But at the other hand, it is what made Billy really fun for us, for most Billy players. So yeah, this is quite a dead stab, and also a stab in the back. I would have been perfectly fine with them taking out Spacebilly again. Don't get me wrong, I love Spacebilly. I play Spacebilly all the time, but I would have been perfectly fine with that. But this is literally just killing off every possible fun with Billy when it comes to Space or Skybilly. So to start off with this really negative note and to show you guys that I genuinely I'm very disappointed with this, I do want to head over to some of the better changes they're going to be introducing. So basically, here we're going to see that the changes to the Mori update are pretty decent, in my opinion, even though it's going to be pretty fucked to endgame. So I'll show you the video first.
That we shared last year. While it's still coming, we have slightly adjusted our approach to the system based on research, feedback, and prototyping iteration. We've arrived at something that feels more straightforward, yet still accomplishes the same goals that we set out with. The change to the system will still remove the Mori ability from offerings, focusing instead on rewarding efficient killer play, but we'll be incorporating the Mori animation as more of a natural.
Basically, they're taking away the Moris out of the offering possibilities, so you won't be able to take green, yellow, or pink Mori anymore, ebony Mori, whatever. And they want to add this to natural gameplay, which means they're gonna incorporate this into endgame, as you can see in the upcoming clip.
This is something that we're currently calling the finisher Mori. When a killer downs the last survivor standing, rather than drawing things out and having them pick up and hook the survivor, we'll instead transition immediately and automatically to the killer's Mori animation, allowing them to close things out in style, and in a way that you would expect from an unstoppable killing machine.
It's a pretty cool feature. At the other hand, it does change the endgame mechanic a little bit, in my opinion. For example, if you're running away trying to find hatch, rather than being able to, for example, with tenacity or even without tenacity, do a last-second jump, you're not going to be able to do this anymore. I'm also wondering if there is going to be somewhat of a hatch standoff. What is going to go first? Are you going to be able to get into the hatch, or are you immediately going to be moried? I think you're going to be immediately moried. Now, I am looking forward to possible bugs on this, in all honesty. Now, it does make sense for them to do this, because when the last survivor dies, it should end automatically so that you can't get slugged for 4 minutes by a killer you just bullied or something. So I do see some good value in this. I do think this is a really good change. And for the next clip that I'm showing, I'm actually pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. I am a major anime fan. Yes, I'm a weeb. Should be how much you want, but I am a weeb. And if you see this clip,
really
it's pretty
insane.
insane.
To be able to announce today a new collection that's right around the corner, one that marks DBD's first major crossover with an anime title. So without further ado,
And this is actually insane. For the people that don't know, Attack on Titan is one of the biggest animes around, Shingeki no Kyojin. And I'm gonna be really honest, seeing a possible collab with Attack on Titan, even though it's only a collection, so it's only probably gonna be clothes and stuff, outfits you can wear on Killer or Survivor, I do think this could be really insane. And I would like to see a Titan skin on either Billy, which could perfectly do, but I most likely think it should be Demogorgon, because of the fleshy way he's built up. But at the other hand, Demogorgon being a special one right now, not being able to buy him anymore, I don't think they'll put it on. So I'm really looking forward to see on which killer or survivors they're going to be putting skins. But I am looking forward to this change at least.
So many of us on Dead by Daylight team are big fan of anime, especially Attack on Titan. The
Respectable.
process of
Genuinely
creating new
respectable.
outfits based on the new collection based on Dead by Daylight has been really exciting.
So for this change, I am looking forward. Of course, not to be forgotten, there is going to be a new killer with a new survivor as well. If I'm not mistaken, the new killer is going to be called the Dredge. There are already some new skins for him as well, or at least they have some outfits that they are willing to bring out, as you can see, with like all types of skulls and babies and dolls. So this new killer is going to be pretty interesting. He's going to have a power which basically engulfs the world into darkness. So I'm assuming you won't be able to see certain loops, won't be able to see certain tiles. So I'm looking forward to what this change is going to be, or at least what his power is going to be doing. I think it's going to maybe bring some interesting gameplay. At the other hand, I don't know what the skill gap on this killer is going to be, but looking forward to the new killer and new survivor in all honesty. They're also reworking the whole intro lobby because they were running out of space on the horizontal one. So now they're going to make everything vertical. I'm not a fan yet, but I do see what they mean. So if only there would be some more game modes added to this, that would be insane. Then the last thing I want to talk about is something pretty special, I'm not gonna lie. They are introducing a dating simulator in Dead by Daylight. Now, with all due respect to everyone, it is what it is, and if you like this, then that's absolutely fine. It's not my type of thing, but I do want to show you guys because it is quite a big thing that's coming up. So enjoy the clip of what they are saying is going to be the new game. To be fair, Trevor is fucking buff. Finally, Evan. From my fellow weeps, you're gonna like this. They introduced the spirit as the God Girl as well. So Hooked on You is gonna be a Dead by Daylight dating sim that is coming out this summer, if I'm not mistaken. Coming this summer, so I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that is each his own, but that's a pretty big thing coming up. Don't know whether it's gonna be my thing, don't know whether I'll be playing it. Perhaps for the memes, I will. So, these were so far all of the changes that I wanted to talk about in this short video. Now yet again, these were the type of things that I wanted to talk about in this short video. We didn't go over bots in custom games, the prestige system rework, because they also didn't show too much. So the loadout presets, those are things they mentioned, but that I can't really show. So to put this video to an ending, I was pretty disappointed, and I still am, with the whole rework on Billy yet again. But at the other hand, there's going to be some really cool changes as well, and I do not want to discredit what I saw today, because there are some things that they genuinely listened to the community. So without discrediting anyone at BHVR, which I normally do, I do want to say that this looks like a promising new update, even though they're going to butcher our boy Billy yet again. So hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, you know what to do, and make sure to check out the next video up here. It was a previous video that I uploaded that I was pretty proud of on how these games went. So have a good evening, gamers. See you on the next one.